In the far northwest of the Scottish Highlands, there's a region called the Fisherfield Forest, but it's better known as the Great Wilderness. Far from any roads or settlements, you'll find yourself surrounded by towering peaks, unforgiving boulder fields, steep scree-covered scrambles, beautiful lochs, and an abundance of wildlife. And my plan? To spend the next 5 days exploring some of the most remote mountains in the UK. Alone.
Morning. We made it to the Scottish Highlands. It was quite the journey yesterday. 13 hours worth of driving, 7.5k stroll in, which was absolutely stunning. Just absolutely beautiful walking through this countryside. By the time I got here, it was incredibly late. Ended up staying in Shanaval Bothy.
Not exactly wild camping, but I was more than happy staying in this bothy. One, got me away from the midges, which were already starting to swarm. And two, if I'm honest, I was pretty scared of what lay ahead of me. So, to settle nerves, I made sure I ate some breakfast, sat and just read through loads of messages from past adventurers in the Bothy's logbook.
So it's the big one. It's a very big one, hence the ginormous rucksack I'm carrying. It's unnecessarily large. I was driving up here yesterday, and after packing my bags the previous night, I realised I was going to struggle to fit it all into my 48 litre bag, especially with all the camera equipment that I wanted to bring with me. So on the way up, I decided to have a quick scout on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and found somebody selling this in Bolton. So absolute lifesaver, and it's really comfortable so far. So really good bag. All right, I'm getting lost. I should probably check the map. Challenge one, I need to cross this. It looks a bit deep in the middle. So I'm going to head upstream till I find a ford. I did see one on the map somewhere. You know what it's like with maps, so I'll walk upstream for a bit. If I can't find anywhere, I'll swim. That was nice. Very refreshing on the feet. Now they are soaping wet. Oh well. I'm sure they'll dry off in this blistering sun. It's a bit warm. It's a disgustingly hot day. Now, last time I was in Scotland and it was a hot day like today, climbing mountains, I ended up with heat stroke. I was just chundered. Quite a lot. God, I hate being ginger. I swear there are people who are like, oh, this is such lovely walking weather. I don't get it. Midges are bad. And this is the answer to the midge problem. The most Gucci of all the kit I own. I've never felt more fashionable, to be honest. This isn't where I'm going to stop for the night. I want to head another 300 meters up the mountain. There's another couple of locks up there and I'd love to camp next to those, but it's just so hot. I do really struggle in hot temperature. Give me cold anytime. Why do I always come out here on bloody hottest day of the year? Oh, but I got a nice cold rock to lean against. Basically, I plan on staying here until the sun makes its way over the rock, so there's no shade here anymore. And then I'm going to fill up grab another litre of water at the lock, and then make my way up real slow. I'm pretty tired already, and that's not good, is it? So, I actually fell asleep against that rock for like half an hour and I feel fantastic. But I did wake up a little bit discombobulated and I lost my phone. Obviously I found it, I'm filming off of it, but forgetting that I'd used it here to do a little bit of filming, I ran over to where my last stop was, which was about 400 meters away. And it was just in the side pocket of my bag. Oh, I've gotten thirsty now, running over there, running back. I will never learn. So, I'm maybe 200, 300 meters away from where I'm gonna camp. Got a bit excited and started walking a lot faster, forgetting that I just necked loads of water, which I know you shouldn't, and I just spewed it all back up, so that water was a waste of time. Yeah, I do not do well in heat. So yeah, it is literally just going to be a case of go to that spot there, pitch tent, and then I just want to relax and eat and drink and just be merry rather than trying to just feel miserable in this heat. Tomorrow should be a lot better.
So, after setting up camp and regaining some energy back from an exhaustingly warm day, it was time for some dinner. It's not the most glamorous of lifestyles, is it? But that is good. So, I am in literally one of the most remote places, not just in the UK, but in Europe. I am completely isolated. It's kind of terrifying. Oh, Scotland. You haven't broken me yet. Today was a little bit miserable though, in that sun. I just want slightly overcast. Is that too much to ask, Scotland? Come on, give me that. I figured, before I go to bed, I'll try and reduce as much of my pack weight as possible. So chocolate and hot chocolate. I gotta say, I don't really have much of an appetite, thanks to how I was feeling earlier. But there's always room for chocolate and hot chocolate. Oh, that's nice. It's just a little bit nippy. It's time to get up. I should have got up earlier than this, but it's too nice lying down. I'm going to regret that decision later. I'm going to have some posh baked beans, which is what 5 pot call them, for breakfast. And then I'm just going to pack up and get some more water and start moving, because I do not want to be walking when it's boiling bloody hot again. I feel like I've got a pretty big scramble in a bit. It is exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. Bricking myself a little bit because I just came over this little crest and seen the route. So down there, up there, up onto that ledge there, and then I've got to go up there and back down, and then up there. I've just dumped a dry bag full of basically all of the non-essential kit that I don't need to do this scramble. That was a bit of a climb. It started to get a bit hot towards the end. We would stack more, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't care what else happens on this adventure. The fact that I made it to one of the most remote mountains in the UK. I'm buzzing. You can see the ocean, you can, oh my lord. Absolutely stunning.
Now I've got a long, sort of, kind of horrible scramble back down there. Made it back to the bag after going up there. So whilst I've stopped, I'm going to enjoy some, you guessed it, jelly babies. I will never, ever leave the house again without jelly babies. Unless it's to go to the shops to buy more jelly babies. There's a beautiful little stream there. I'm going to fill up, sit down and relax a little bit, although I don't want to relax too much because it's going to start to get very warm. And I don't want to be tackling this very steep looking mountain in the hottest part of the day. Magadine. Again, I assume that's how it's pronounced. This is just the views up here are out of this world. Well, that was a lovely 45 minute pit stop. Oh, the bag is getting a little bit lighter. I keep eating these snacks. It's going down. Okay, my next challenge is to basically find my way off this mountain. It is steep. This is Everest pace. Ben Tarson. Oh, that was a disgusting climb. That was so hard. So I came up just on the other side of that tabletop. Along here. It's just shattered. Plan is to get down there and then make another plan. That's how MR Adventures rolls. We don't plan anything more than the next couple hours. Alright, I made it to the bottom of that one. There's a beautiful little lock down there which I want to go and camp next to. Sorry fellas, I didn't realise this spot was taken. Everything's running out of battery and I'm pretty beat, so this is going to be a quick camp setup. Done. Obviously, also did the airbed and sleeping bag. And changed my top. Oh, it felt good getting out those sweaty everything. My camp trousers of choice are leggings. They're just comfy. They're supposed to help with recovery as well, and they're thin and lightweight. So, got so many smelly clothes now. Oh well, another 2 nights and it'll be done. Maybe. Oh, it's so good to get off the feet. They are pounding. It's mid-city out there, so I'm feeling a little bit tent bound at the moment, but that's okay. I'm happy just lying down for a bit. It's a spectacular evening. Yeah, the midges are swarming big time, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. These head nets are not the best. Maybe I should have invested in a better one. Oh well. There we are, away from the midges. You know, I had actually planned to come up here at the end of September solely so that I could try to avoid the midges, but unfortunately work takes priority over these things, so I just won't let it spoil my adventure. Pro tip, add a little bit extra cold water. 1, to make sure it's definitely hydrated enough, and 2, to cool it down a little bit. Coming at you with the camping tips. Yeah. This is really nice actually. I'm really enjoying this. Today was a blast. 3 peaks. 3 summits. Felt good the whole way. Didn't do loads and loads of kilometers, but quite a bit of climbing. See you in a bit. So yeah, just boiling up a bit of water for my hot chocolate. It's absolutely stunning out around here. I'm feeling very much at home at the moment. Right, so I did about 1,000 meters of ascent today, over 11.5k. If you're interested in the numbers, drink this, eat that, go to bed. Sounds like a plan. All right, well, I'll see you in the morning. Morning. It's 5 o'clock. It's still very dark out there. Got a bit gusty last night, so I'm just going to pack up nice and quick. just looks super tall. Every time we get to the bottom of a mountain or the bottom of a steep bit, I always am surprised. Love it. Now there is remnants of a little footpath that goes up it, so I might as well crack on. Try to keep the phone out of the wind. It's awfully scrambling, which is great. I love it. It's more tiring, but it's less boring. Mullet Core McVeigh. Again, I'm assuming the pronunciation is right. Absolutely beautiful climb that was. Just a lot of scrambling really. Nothing scary, just fun. The way down the other side looks a bit more scary though, so I'm resting up and relaxing before heading on to the next mountain. I've done 4 out of the 6 so far. And from here you can see the ones that I've done. Now it's just another bit of a slog. It's just uphill walking. Let's get on with it. Let's go, man. Right, that's the last Munro. I've got one more mountain to do. Then I've done the Fisherfield 6. I have no idea where it is though. Just came down that ridge and then to here. And it looks like this is the last spot of shade for ever. God, that is so good. I didn't have a proper breakfast this morning, it was just a flat jack. Beef jerky, outstanding. I've only got one jelly baby left. I'm saving that for tonight for some reason. It's warm. Thankfully there is a nice breeze. Those are the locks that I just fill my water up. And that is how far I've got to go. So, in a desperate attempt to get out of the sun, I just sort of put my bag up as a tiny little sunblock. I'm starving. Got me fruit and nut and a cereal bar. Should keep me going. Alright, on the ascent. And I've just seen my third person
3 people in 5 days. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, just stopped and had a chat with them for maybe an hour. So I'm heading up here a little bit later than I wanted, but that's fine. It's made even better by the fact that they shared their whiskey with me. So if you end up watching this, thank you very much for that. I'm not happy with my pronunciation of these mountains, but I reckon I've nailed that one. Benacleedum. It's got that Scottish twang to it. Benacleedum. Wow, that whiskey's hit me. That's it. That's the Fisherfield 6 done. My end goal, really, is right down in the valley, so I've got a bitch of a descent. Like, that's horrible. But as soon as I'm down there, nice and easy. I'm so happy with what I've achieved. I did not think this, on day 2, well day 1, I didn't think this was happening. Day 2, I definitely didn't think this would be happening. Day 4, I'm sat at the top of the end of the Fisherfield 6. Now I've got 918 metres to go down. There's the Boffey, you see how far away it is. I'm not heading back there, I don't think. Well, we'll see. I'm just going to keep descending until I find somewhere that I can stop. I can see the sea, lochs, forests, everything but a road or a city. It's actual bliss up here. Right, I've got to navigate down this and just hope there's not a sheer cliff at any point, otherwise I'm camping here and going back up. That was a horrendous descent. I'd much rather have started off with that than finished off with that. Oh, this has got lost. It took me a lot longer to get to this point than I thought it would. It's been a tough couple of days. And it's not over. It's not over yet. Not gonna lie, this descent sucks. Okay, that was a bit scary. Went down to there, and then it's just 400 metre drop. So, no! I've decided to come back up the hill a little bit, go across to there, and then come down that little ridge there, which should be a bit easier than trying a straight line down there, because that's terrifying. Oh, I'm sweating buckets, but I made it down to the river. I'm absolutely shattered. I might just camp on the other side of the river, to be fair, if I can find a bloody way across it. I found the most ideal campsite next to a tiny little stream. Oh my god, my legs, my feet, everything aches. I am assuming that the midges are going to start swarming soon, so I'm going to get my tent up, and then once I've done that I might go sit in this river, this little stream, because it's just going to feel so good. So there's the camp. I'm just boiling up some water so that I can wash afterwards
dipping in there.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that was one of the quickest and weirdest washes I've ever had. Oh, the midges. It is pretty incredibly warm down here in the valley. Nice breeze up top, but absolutely nothing down here. It's like a heat sink. So I've got both of the doors wide open to try and let as much air flow through as possible. And I nearly forgot, I deliberately saved myself one jelly baby as a congratulations for completing the Fisherfield 6. And of course it's orange. Orange is the best. I just let myself get bit to shreds just because I wanted to do some photography. Oh, just spent like 10 minutes trying to get a picture of a frog. God, I hope it was worth it. I've got, God knows, beef stew with pearl barley. Okay, that does sound nice. It's getting pretty late now anyway, and my phone is on like 8% and my battery pack is on 13%. So I'm going to say good night now, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye campsite. Good morning. Bit of a hill to climb, 400 metres up. Then it's just 7 or 8k to back to the car. So just made it to the highest point. I'm pretty shattered. Thought I'd just stop here and give myself a chance to reflect. It's been brilliant. 5 days alone in the wild. I don't think I'm going to forget a single second of this. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed it. It's been just stunning, hasn't it? And I will see you at the next one. Till then, have fun. I am completely isolated. I never felt more fashionable, to be honest. These head nets are not the best. It's kind of terrifying. Oh my lord. Just speed it all back up. So that water was a waste of time. There's always room for chocolate and hot chocolate. It's actual bliss.